Hello everyone. In this video, and it's not important, but see, the imaginary friend, such a lovely topic, is it? Yeah. When I'm just answering some people, let's hope that they would see my answer, 5 or 6%. I was interested, to know about them. Especially the children, young, don't be naive, honestly, and I'm sorry to say this, especially in some environment which is dangerous environment. I must say this, maybe my way is not, but I need to tablet it in my video. You're saying that you have a childish way, maybe like me, that you have imaginary friend to others, to send some sort of message about yourself, and you don't have any imaginary friend. Now be careful from the others, because they might have an imaginary friend, and this bad imaginary friend that will come and harm you. Okay? Or they will make a fool of you. Specific people. Now keep away from this. I'm joking. That's it. I'm joking, and I'm sending some sort of message. Imaginary friend means you have issues. People need to feel sorry for you. Not feel sorry. To consider your mental status. Not to be angry with you. Because you have a imaginary friend. This imaginary friend helped me to get over sadness and anger. I would die with sadness. But the imaginary friend helped me. So many imaginary friends are very dangerous. And I assure you, you can't deal with this imaginary friend. So keep away from the imaginary friend. If you need to protect yourself from certain behavior bullying you, find another solutions. This is all what I'm going to say. Because honestly, I care for those who are weak, or nice, or lovely, or shouldn't be harmed. And this is a dangerous world we're living in. It can be safe, nice, secure here or there, but it can be very, very dangerous. Not only human being. Animals, incident, but even human being. Let's focus on human beings. It can be a very dangerous world. Okay. This is one. 2. The Messiah must be hanged, drawn quarter. Is it? This is how it's pronounced. Why? After you know about me. You mentioned this term. Then why you relate yourself to this faith which have something to do with the Messiah? Exactly. Are you watching me, those involved around him? The Messiah must have not dealing with a child or dealing with an adult here. Why? Is it for the culture to be protected? The faith to be protected? Or what exactly? You're relating yourself to the Messiah. You mean different Messiah? Then I shouldn't be called Messiah. There is only one Messiah. But the point here, now, just be easy. What sort of faith do you have? When you are stuck like this. See, stuck, I've dealt with this. I'm stuck, I don't problem. I mean, not materially. No. And in the Arabian Peninsula, I don't know what to do, where to go. There's a problem. Okay? To a certain level, you feel you don't have an answer. The Messiah should be drawn, quarter. Why? But here relate yourself to the Messiah. Then your faith is putting you in this position. weak position. Why don't you wake up? Because you're a criminal, you want to keep on doing this crime, following this line of criminals that they set before you. Now God knows where they are, dead before schools. Just to mention this word, يعني, about I don't know. I think the message is there. 3. Now this is not for children, but the video is not for children. Said children are children. This is not for children. Can you believe that there is women and they are not? They are when sexually attractive. Listen to this, and I'm not joking. They are ready to have sex with me for one condition: to delete my channel. Not now, months and years as well. Just delete my video and change my views. And I'm not talking about all, but a certain group, because there is also some talks, but this is a serious group, serious number. Within the last 3 years, they are ready to have sex with someone they hate. They hate me. They hate me so much. They just hate me. Do you hear me? Hate everything I'm saying. And they're ready to have sex with me. Could you imagine a woman hating a person, spreading her legs, and then he's putting his dick in her? Shut up. Keep watching. I feel horny, huh? You feel horny? Yeah, I know. Easy. Could you imagine her? Why? Why won't you accept the truth? Then entering this... I'm not lying, there is... Fucking hell. If he deletes his channel, she's ready to do this. I'm not gonna say anything more. 4 or 5, I don't know. Yeah, this one. This one is a Gohem who called himself a Jew. Wallahi. And he's saying he knows for a fact, 100%, that he's a Gohem Jew, not an Israelite. And he knows that it's an occupation. What do he say while he's watching me? I'm not lying. He's saying, yes, you're Israeli. I am not Israeli, and I am occupying. I'm here, Holy Land. We take your Holy Land, yeah. And you can't do... Could you see yourself? Could he see himself? Hellfire. That's hellfire. This is the oven. This is the liars. This is how the dark machines work together. The same with a so-called SHIAT in Iraq and someone in our eastern province in the Arabian Peninsula. 2, I'm not lying. They add comments. Now, I'm not talking about someone imaginary friend. Because I am... Now, you don't say, well, you need to be in a cell or a place where you talk to your... Fuck off. This is not your business. I didn't harm you. You go away. No. I must have this access of freedom, and I deserve it. You go and lock yourself from the world. Go, keep away in a cell. Stay yourself in a cell and work it based on these conditions and these jails. Not your business. Keep away. I am here exposing the lies and bringing truth to you. Please accept it. طيب. The same. In Iraq he's saying, yes, we are Easterners. And all Gulf says, someone in Kuwait as well, comments. We are Easterns. نحن شربيين. We are not native in Iraq. And we are doing whatever we want in Iraq. And look at you. You are part of the Ismailian territory which we are occupying and we are harming. And you are escaping and running away in England. I swear, أقسم بالله, this is what is written in the comment. And this gentleman in Eastern Province, I swear, in my channel now, I'm not lying. He's saying, نحن نسرح ونمرح في بلدك. We are playing and I don't know if someone watched this comment. While you're running away and escaping your country and your homeland to England. Wallahi, I am not lying. Allah is my witness. And he knows it as a fact that what I am saying, and he's angry why I'm saying the truth. And he's what? What? Oh, they're working with something. They're what? Okay, يعني regardless, I am here uploading whatever I want. I didn't attack anyone. What? He is saying this. Saying I go to Qatif, I go to Gulf States, and I am free. Asrah wa amrah. And he assaulted as well our women. Wallahi al-azim. He assaulted the Ishmaelian women in his comment. And he said things. Uqsim billah. Allah is my witness. Now, I'm not saying all. He might be Tariq, he might be a liar. Fine. He might be someone calling himself a Shiite. Fine. But the accent is fine. Well, Tariq, look who harmed you. They are those who call themselves the Sunnis. Okay. I'm just explaining to you how they are angry and they admit something and they send a message, or they say, the so-called Israeli, no, he didn't send anything. But he's watching me, he knows about me. And he's angry. And he's saying, you're in England, you're escaping, we're taking your Holy Land, yes, and we're going, and you're Israel. He said this. And I'm not going to mention which category of Gohem group he is. And this guy was writing a comment in Iraq and other, in Kuwait as well, but an insult, and he start mocking the name in an indirect way of my sister Khawla. Uqsim billah al-aliy al-azim. I am not a liar. Okay, I'm not saying all. I'm not أعمم. يعني, there is people who are aggressive, but they don't touch these points. They might kill some officers, whatever. I'm just saying, talking about this. I'm not a liar. Okay, again, you might say, Akhi, they might be working with the government. He might be in Iran. He might be in Lebanon. He might be in Europe. He might be from those who call themselves Sunni. But I'm just telling you how people are enjoying the pain that the Ishmaelian are dealing with. Once the Ishmaelians say no, they just want to harm them. And they use all methods because they're bad. They're criminals. That's why there is children being beheaded, killed. That's why there is a lot of rape cases, or crimes against humanity, because there is a dirty type of people. It's a different scale as well. Different scale. Very terrible, less terrible. Bad, less bad. You understand me? Let's go to the final topic. That's it. This is not an important. Off the record, this is not important for you. I upload whatever I want. What did they do? Did I mention any name since the beginning? I didn't mention any name. But you said, look what they are doing. Look at the crimes. Go do your. I didn't say anything in this comment. Imaginary friends. Now this is important. About two groups. The group who call themselves Jew and the group who call themselves Shiite. Now the resource never lied. I didn't say a lot. I said there was. At the minimum, individual or two. Through my years here in England, uploading video. And it's my right. You don't become angry with me practicing my right. You back off. Okay? You back off. I'm not going to talk about those who call themselves Hindus. There was incidents. Those who call themselves Buddhists, even in England. There was incident. Those who call themselves Christian, there was incidents. And even angry atheist, there was incident. They did something, they harmed their existence, they harmed their selves while they were alone. Maybe some of the family member knew how they are burning from what they consider insult. Though it's the truth. Who is Tariq? Someone spreading the truth. I'm not going to go there. Someone adding whatever he wants. It's his right. Do not help the dictatorship in our occupied Holy Land and the dictator. It is. And the absolute extreme dictatorship which helping each other. In our Ishmaelian land, you helped. You are helping against us. And now when I escape, you also want to damage my rights. It's not your right. Otherwise, when someone come and do so, you don't say terror, Islam, don't Arab, shut up. Shut up. You're bad. Okay? Now this is the truth. I'm not lying. Wallahi, I am not lying. Now, as I said, it's a imaginary friend. Imaginary friend. This guy who is calling himself a Jew, he eated his own shit. There is a so-called Shiite who took his own shit and put it in his face. I'm not going to talk about any other group. I'm going to talk about incident occurred about those, among those who call themselves Jews. And those who, there is someone listened, there is a woman who listened to my video and I said, yeah, and she's in a shock. I'm just saying, I didn't say it, I didn't do anything. I'm not talking about minors. This video, no, I'm talking about adult. Shh. Shame on you. Tarek is a wonderful, peaceful person. Okay? And I am celibate. I have no penis. I mean, no. I am voluntarily celibate. Voluntarily. I'm not forcing myself. I'm 220 pounds. You can do whatever. I can use my imaginary friend, bring as much. No. I am voluntarily celibate. Okay? Shame on you, shame on you, shame on you. Shame on you. طيب دقيقة like I don't know what to do. This guy is insulting. Game. Anyway, let's just continue focusing on this. So this guy, I need to show you how their belief is fucked. Look at me. Imagine I am Yehudi. I am Yehudi. Game Yehudi. Look at me. Look, Game Yehudi. Look, enter the acting scene, which represent the truth. I want to show you how their psychological mentality. I'm not talking about any other group. I can talk about some people who are Muslims who call themselves Shia in Middle East, or Muslim who are not Ismaili, calling themselves Muslim, not Ismaili, who have a problem with my points. The same. We can put it there. A so-called Hindu, a so-called Buddhist. But now I'm focusing on those who call themselves Shiite and those who call themselves Hindus, because there was an incident. Now this person, we are the people of God. People of God will return back Holy Land. They all go him. Though he is the Gohem. No, look how this is all. In English, tarakumat. I don't like. This is the school that he have. That someone like me shouldn't, because he's God, who is possessing his soul, make him go into this world. And I understand it can be harming, but he need to wake up, or she. That we are the people of God. This is our holy land. You, Muhammad, and respect it. You give us house of worship. Not Aqsa, this is Talaman Tumble. Do you see the disability of the devil? And then he deals with someone like me. And someone like me, with small phrase of comments, destroy his faith. Now I have two. It's absolutely not easy option. Either to accept the truth and calm down and accept it and receive it. But this will have sequences, because he's a stealer, he's a thief, he's lying, he's depending on a school that is representing dark. He is causing pain, and he's legitimizing the process of causing pain to these people. Exactly like any other dark group. I'm not gonna focus right now. So I'm not here hush with those who call themselves Jews. I can go to those crusaders, I can go to Hindus, I can go there and there. Atheists who have issues with Islam, even LGBT, who have a problem with those who refuse their right to have brides in the conservative street. I can go there, but this is a lie. See, this is a lie. This is a lie. Either you're a human being or not. I'm not preaching. Forget about me. Just don't have any intention to harm me, and trust me, I don't want to harm those who have nothing to do with harming me. And it's my right to defend myself, like you. But just wake up. Now, easy. When I speak Sometimes the imaginary friends speak to me as well. Those who we shouldn't talk to. So لحظة. So the issue here is that he's there inside, and all of a sudden he's the goyim. He lost track to instruction of God. He's questioning the true Messiah, and the word come with. He's just questioning the final word of God by Muhammad, peace be upon him. His Messiah is the Antichrist. His God is the devil. And he chooses not to accept the truth. No, he chose it. And they're mentioned in the Quran. No. So what do he do? He starts humiliating himself deep inside. He hide it because he's in pain. It's almost like a child. I don't want to use the term child. Children have nothing to do with it, but it's childish. An adult using the childish attitude. If we are favorite, if we are your people, you wouldn't allow him to say this. Shit in their faces. So, in their subconscious, which is fucked, they are waiting from Satan to say, my people. That's why it's written in the Torah. When the Roman attack and the Israelites ran away, he became a wild beast and he started crying, and one of his tears dropped in the ocean's God, and he said, my people. This is written at the 8th century. This is the God, because he started explaining to them the devil, Elohim, Taghut, and said, I know it's hard for you to understand the truth. And then why did you allow this to happen? If this Jesus is not the Messiah, why you didn't bring? The wild beast said, I have my reason. Do you understand the point? Now, if these people have military powers, if they would kill, they would cause trouble, they would be less than animal. I'm not talking about this specific person. I'm talking about, maybe you might deal with someone. I'm talking about in general, or in a bigger scale, if they are involved in. And they legitimize it, the devil. So Satan, their God, knows this. And he enjoys this phrase, which they are entering. Now, what God, the real God, owner, founder, creator, who explained everything, and he sent messengers, and Muhammad is the final messenger. Either you look at Daesh, Al-Qaeda, why they fire rockets, or they're different from each other. Al-Qaeda or something, Daesh or something. Hamas has a certain way, what is the word? More political, involved internationally group. Daesh is extreme reaction. Al-Qaeda is a result of sequence of incidents that occurred. Afghanistan occupying the Holy Land, and each have their own conflict with each another. Okay, Hamas is different, of course, absolutely different. Daesh is more extreme than Al-Qaeda. Al-Qaeda is a bit because of. It's easy. I mean, go and ask people. Look at the Hamas is a normal, resisting, absolute, moderate to the extreme group. Do you see what they did? What do you do? Look what you do. طيب انت ايش بتعمل انت شو بتعمل انت? Look what you do yourself. Do you compare yourself to the victims? Go يلا. Go in, mom. So, do you see the understand? I shouldn't mention anything about that. So God, Allah, who sent messengers, and Muhammad is the final messenger, and I'm explaining. I'm doing a great job in explaining what Muhammad means there, and it's my duty. And I'm saying it's a personal case. The alignment of understanding Islam. Okay, and I'm explaining about Islam. And with the alignment of understanding what? The rights in the Ishmaeli land. Fuck Allah of Islam. Fuck Allah and fuck your mother and fuck your father. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about others. I'm sure that among those who call themselves Jews, there is the anti-Zionists, those who call themselves, and they would never say something like this, unless if there is exception. Allah of Islam. Fuck, they don't understand. So-called, well, fuck you and fuck your existence. You worship the devil. There is the devil, and he is possessing each atom in your existence. A'udhu billah, and this is terrible. At the end, it's a personal case. Okay? I'm just trying to explain to you. What about the God Almighty Allah? When you go and say, God understands, God is... And they said it, they insult God from time to time. If you are your people, why are you allowing these people to do this to us? You take your Rakadam and go Makkah, Medina. You and your Muhammad, 5 times Medina, this is Jewish. I see. Do you see? Do you see? Do you see how rotten is the place where they are? Not the Muslims. You use my term. They use my term and they put it. Oh my God. They used my term. They used my ways, and the Taghut is يَأُزُّهُمْ أَزَّا. So-called Christian anti-Muslim. Do you see you written? Do you see you written? Oh, you're the rotten. You go wake up. This is personal case of nothing to do with religion. I'm not saying all. I'm just explaining to you it's a personal case, yani. The West is secular. See, I admire what... do I need to say it again about France? Well, the so-called Christian faith have fucked you. But you fucked the Muslims. Why are you doing this? Do some balance. Justified justice balance. So that even those Muslims who have questioned, well, will understand. But this way, Sweden, anyway, Canada, whatever. Don't be an absolute filth like the Russians, India, and China, Russia. Absolute filth. Do I need to explain? No, I don't. So do you see how? What about the real God? When he's doing this and eating his own shit, this Gohan Jew, and he's pain and harmed because he don't want to accept the truth. He's looking at my points and he's putting the blame on the God. Look how they are educated. I'm going to go to the so-called SHIAT. The same, but in a different way, different aspects. The real God is saying, with respect to God, he's not saying this, but the owner, the founder, the creator, Allah sent messengers who created the world. He explained about Adam. He explained that there is manipulation in the world. Sent all of these messengers, and Muhammad is the final messenger, is saying, I'm saying, he is my God, your God. What the fuck? What did he say? I'm not representing God. I'm just explaining to you. What the fuck? What are you doing? In his own way, but in a very godly. What the fuck? Anger. What the fuck is this? Why you keep calling yourself Jew? Why you're using the name of Israelis? Why you're becoming yourself a dark machine? I'm not talking about those who call themselves anti-Zionist Jew. If I'm offending them, I apologize. And I ask them to accept my apology. And I respect them greatly. Why you're doing this in the Holy? Why you're helping these absolute dark machines which have something to do with the previous centuries and previous millennia? And at the same time, this is important. You are crying like if you are trying to bring God, I don't know what to say it, pity and how shame we are living by Him allowing it. That's it. I don't want to say anything more. The same with those who call themselves SHIAT. And at the time, there is a lot of insult concerning God. There is among those who call themselves Zionists. Go deep their life. Go and find. It's not all, it's terrible. Just terrible. I'm not here referring to what's in Quran. Yadullahi maghlula. Let's have his own interpretation. This is what they are saying from time to until now. absolute gohem, though they are absolute gohem. لم تنزل حتى في هؤلاء بس برضو تلحقهم. Strange. Those who call themselves Shiat. I'm not going to talk about any other group right now. The same. Educated through this dark, creep, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. Hussein died. Arab killed him. Omar not good. Abu the second Khalifa and the first Khalifa. Aisha, the mother of believer, she was 6. Insist that she was 6, you so-called Shiat. Muhammad had sex with her many times. And when he died, and she betrayed him. 6 until 12. Minimize, lower her age. And after he died, she said still have sexing with people. Yeah, even insist. Yeah. All assault to the native Arab. All assault to the Arabs. Because they call the name Hussein, then they call the main important name within the family of Muhammad. Then they have the right to say Allah made a mistake. Gabriel, he shouldn't inspire Muhammad with the book of Quran. He should go to Ali, because Muhammad is second degree. Eastern coming, doing all sorts of cults, like those even, who call themselves Jews and others. Layla Sauda, having sex, mut'ah. Bastard children, they make them descended from Imam Mahdi and relating them to one of the 11 Imam. This is what happened through the 13th century. They are the family of Muhammad. They are blessed. The native Arab would say, what the fuck you're doing? The people of Middle East, hey, we are Muslim and we understand what happened. You're Nasibi. Nasibi means تنصب العداء لأهل البيت. It means you are an aggressive and an enemy to the family of Muhammad. You don't want to show respect to Hussein. That's it. And if someone like, for example, I'm not going to talk about any certain president which you killed. If some Bawa came and not, the word oppressing is not, persecuting is not, said to them, hey, you so-called Shiite, keep your mouth shut. This is your line. No, you are not in your place. You came from outside and this is rubbish. Do you think that they will say, okay, we will be Muslim like people in the Arabian Peninsula or Iraq? Let's focus right now on the Gulf state. They would say, yeah, I am Kashmiri, I am Punjabi, I am Azerbaijan. I am, with my due respect to all of these nations. And I respect them, the brothers there, I respect their culture. But I'm talking about the criminal ones, okay? Yeah, I am Baluchi. Yeah, I am Kurdi. Yeah, I am Farsi. Yeah, I am Lor. I am Hazarat. Yeah. I know, I respect myself and I know my... No. Imam Hussein, these people are enemy to Allah, Bayt Muhammad, the family, like this. They are not Sibis. They must be loyal to Allah, Bayt Muhammad. First of all, the Allah, Bayt Muhammad, these people are not the family of Muhammad. Do you see how they're imposing? And then they want to separate the country. They lie about people like Saddam Hussein. I'm not going to say that he's an angel. All sorts of lies. And look what they're doing. Okay? Others who are worse than them helped in doing this change, which affected us. You made a change. Why I'm affected? I want my part of the Ishmaelian land. And there is no so-called Shiite in it. Now again, easy. If you do not accept to practice, this is what they say. Our Shiite faith, from A to Z, you kill him. This is how they live. This is the enemy of humanity, who is a God to them. The devil and his taghuts. Your God as well, because you're a filthy infidel. If you're against me. Definitely. Unless if you're a Muslim, but you lost. This is your God, if you're not a Muslim. This is it. I'm explaining to you. Say thank you. Shh. Say thank you. There will be someone say thank you. Say thank you. Someone would say, it's alright. Say, fuck off. Unless if you're respected, then I'm sorry. Okay. Now, not when I'm dead, you do this to me. You fuck, be careful. I'm warning you. Just keep away. Anyway, one second. Those who call themselves Shiat, if you put them at that spot, the same, you explained by a certain word or certain verses or whatever, they're exposed. Two options. Either they accept Islam. It depends. If they are in Gulf states, it might be a little more easier than in Persia or in Iraq. In Europe, it's easier, more easy, unless if they have connection with people who stole a lot of oil, killed a lot of people in Iraq. Or there is houses that were stolen in Baghdad, literally stolen, in places where they kicked people in Syria as well. It's kind of cost them accepting the truth. And there is no, you accept the truth. They use the verse, الأرض يرثها عباد الله الصالحين. It's have its own interpretation that the land will be inherited by the good people of God. They go and they kill the children and they kick. This verse is about us. Stupidity, craziness. Are they alone? There is other dark groups that help them. Even dark groups that consider itself an enemy to them. Strange word or whatever. Anyway, this is not the topic. And you go and you put him at that spot. Like for example in Qatif or Ahsa, or you put him in jail after killing an officer, or asking to independent of part of our Ishmaelian to him or to them, while they are intruder to the Ishmaelian land. This oil is ours. But you are from away from thousands of miles, and we allowed you to stay here, escape the poverty or the humiliation from your original nation. Now, we didn't colonize them like the West did, or Russia did. We're not entering their native land like the Eastern Turkestanis. We're not lying about the history and about their group like those who call themselves Hindus are lying about Muslim. And I've explained about this. We're not occupying Baluchistan, Nawazistan, Kurdistan the way the Persian. No. And if you put them at this, either they are in Gulf states, in Europe, in Iraq, in Iran, those who call themselves Shiite, and they feel weak after choosing not to accept the truth. They do exactly like that. They might take some shit and put it in their face. Start slapping themselves and look in a way, how God is accepting this. Ali! Qasa! Qasa! The same. I don't like using the term child, because children have nothing to do with this. The same, again, I need to say it again. This is the childish attitude from these adults who are less than shit of animals. They don't want you to say the truth. They don't want you to say the truth. Imagine me, for example, with power, and they choose not to accept the truth. And I am like a president. I'm giving you an example. You can... This explained that the Messiah, when he returned back, by all sorts of miracles by God, when he returned back, when God sent him, when God gave him the permission, or not the permission, he don't want to return back, when God imposed the Messiah on planet Earth, which is all about glory to humanity, there will be no jizya. At that limit, that line, hellfire, execution, no time to talk to you, because these dark schools will keep on renewing itself. The so-called Hindus, on a decade, they're changing the so-called Christian. Look at the Pope right now. I am not showing any disrespect. Is this the Protestant of Henry VIII? Is this the Catholicism of when the Crusade were in the process? Except one school. The so-called Shiite, just last century they were different. Ali Khamenei, except one school that will never be changed. The school of Islam brought with this consideration of its time within the divine plan. All messengers, before Noah, Noah and after Noah, Abraham, Solomon, the Messiah, Muhammad, Daniel, this school. Messengers in India, messengers in the ancient true scriptures from God. Except one school. God is renewing it from time to time. It was finally renewed by Muhammad. Either you like it or not. And those who call themselves Shiite got nothing to do with Muhammad or Islam or God teaching. And those who call themselves Jews got nothing to do whatsoever with the original Hebrew scriptures, with Torah, which is manipulated right now, with the God word, which is finally renewed by Muhammad. Without Muhammad, you don't know who's God. Who's God? Figures, Taghotic figure related to the family of Muhammad? Or a wild beast want you to show disrespect to other people and consider yourself the people of God and relate yourself to the Israeli while you're Gohams and you have nothing to do with the real practices of Yahudian faith. I understand. There will be people who will become very angry. Someone is, yeah. So-called Hindus, who's the supreme God of the so-called Hindus? Who's the ancient God of China? What is the truth about Buddha? You can't. Who's the God of the cross? Who's Jesus? Yeshua. Who? Who's this who died for our sin? And for him, all sort of crime that took place in medieval time, even between themselves. I'm not going to talk about Andalusia, I'm not going to talk about the Holy Land. Who's this guy who helped in establishing the so-called Israeli state? Who? I'm not talking about attacking these who are committing some sins. I'm just talking about the faith itself and how we will react like this incidents among those two groups, so-called Shiite. Maybe it might reach them. This so-called Shiite took the shit and put it in his face. I'm not lying. And this so-called Israeli, he eated his own shit. He felt humiliated by Tutu. Not me. Hey, relax, bro. Bro, come on, bro. Bro. Hey, sister, come on. Hey. Relax. Calm down. Just calm down. Easy, bro. Calm down, bro. Yeah. He's my fucking imaginary friend.